Hello everybody, all the replay viewers, since no one has signed in live yet. I am definitely having a great time. I just got a weird text that I couldn't read on my phone, so let's see if I can make it out on my watch, sorry. Somebody just got a lousy, lazy, don't give a shit cashier at Walmart. So there seems to be a lot of those down in the New Smyrna Beach Walmart. Hello, Linda LBA, something like that. Welcome. Just out here driving. You can see the sun is like beating on the side of my face a little bit. It's kind of in and out. I've just gotten into some mountains, so it's not quite so bad right now. Driving through a town I don't know, around a bunch of cars I don't trust, and you can't see shit because you're driving directly into the sun is always a dangerous, horrible time. So I had to move my GPS over. It was actually kind of where my sun visor went, so I moved over above my rear view mirror, and that seemed to help. I can now have the sun visor down and still see my GPS, which is very helpful in the process. But overall, the trip's been pretty uneventful. Pretty much, I used to drive back and forth to my job, which was, I guess, my business. I worked there. I don't know if I really counted a job or not. I owned the business, but I used to drive back and forth there for, I don't know, 15 plus years there, every single day almost. And I drove into the sunset, I'd say half the year, because the time I'd be heading home, heading west as the sun's going down, and I always hated it. But it's one of those weird things where you can't really stick around for an hour waiting for the sun to fully go down, and you can always leave early just to get there. Just like going home right now, I'm driving heading west into the sunset, which for some reason seems worse than the sunrise in the morning. I'm not really sure why, but I was just, less people are paying attention to the sunsets going down to drive safely or whatnot. So, like I said, overall the trip's been pretty good. The sun's kind of, like I said, I dropped into some mountains here, so it's not as bad. And I wasn't going to Periscope until I got out of the direct west driving through, where the hell I was even at? I was in some town just a moment ago, so where the hell I was at? I think it might have been in Atlanta. I think it was Atlanta, Georgia. But I was going to go hang out at a buddy of mine's place there in Athens, Georgia, and I texted him earlier today and had not heard back from him, so I assumed he'd taken off on like a little long weekend vacation trip, little adventure. And I texted him just a little bit ago to let him know that I was not coming up, so if he got that text, not to worry about it. I was going to be in the area. I'd already kind of headed west, and then I got a call like 2 minutes later, and I guess he didn't see the text when it first came through, and he just got the second text. He's like, hey man, if you're anywhere near it, stop by. We're just hanging out here at the home base, and you're more welcome to come chill out. And he even offered to put me up in one of the RVs, technically. It's a custom made like tiny house on wheels kind of setup that he has going. I said, man, I should have called earlier. I didn't think about it. I assumed you were gone. A lot of times he'll head up in the mountains or head out to the coast over by Savannah, Georgia, and there's not much signal where he chills out at some of the national parks he hangs out at. So I assumed he didn't have a signal. So went ahead and said to hell with it. I was able to talk to him for a few minutes now and told him I might catch me back. So I'd already headed west too far. And it's going to be about an hour back out my way, which isn't that big a deal, but it's an hour the opposite direction where I'm going, which sucks. And then you got your own drive an hour, it's like an hour and 14 minutes the wrong way. Then an hour and 14 minutes back makes it 2.5 hours out of my life of driving, already a 20+ hour drive. And then you figure I'm going to hang out there and lose all those extra hours. But I would have had fun. That's why, one of the reasons I took off today when I did is I planned on swinging by his place and hanging out there. But without hearing anything from him, it was kind of my own fault. I should have basically called a few more times, or texted a few more times, or actually called and spoke to him, because it's one of those things. It seems like I didn't realize until today. I guess he gets more phone calls, and phone calls go through better than text messages go through for some reason. So it's all good. I told him I might hit him up on the offer to crash on the way back home, because I got a feeling it's going to at least be a 3-day trip on the way home, just because I'll have to get out and stretch my legs a lot more often than I do.
After 2 miles, so, keep left, Interstate 75
a little over
northbound,
8 hours
Highway
of driving so
401
far.
northbound.
I've still got 12+ hours of actual drive time left to go, not counting stopping, gas, food, all that kind of good stuff. So I haven't decided how far I'm going tonight. I'm going to just keep driving until I get bored, and then or get too tired to drive, and I'm going to pull over, find a place to stretch my hammock out, tie it up, and basically crash the night. So don't really know exactly where it's going to be, or I have absolutely zero clue. I did try and hit a Target on the way in, and it's apparently been gone for a while because the signs are all gone. It's a new building right now, and blah blah. one of the problems with running off an old GPS. I think my GPS is like a couple years old or whatever the hell it is. It's, I don't know, it keeps telling me it's so many months old. I don't know what it says, but most of the time it's good. But that kind of thing, it sucks. I didn't think, usually all I'll do is I'll go out and jump my iPad or my iPhone and check it out and make sure it's an actual existing Walmart and it's still open for business. And I didn't do that today. So it was all good. I found a Dollar Tree right just, I don't know, like a couple parking lots up from there. Hit the Dollar Tree real quick, grab myself
Interstate 75 northbound,
Lay's,
Highway
or
401
stacked
northbound.
chips. I grabbed those, grabbed a couple other things. Dollar General, I think I got like 3 things here that I bought. I bought a generic dark
Keep
chocolate
left.
to see if it's any good or not. And then I also bought, I bought some Pop-Tarts because Pop-Tarts are insanely high in sugar and I might want those for race day. Just a ton of sugar dumped in my body if I feel a crash coming on. And they're easy to throw in my hydro pack and carry with me, so I can just dump in a bunch of just raw, disgusting, gross, processed, not raw, but processed sugar.
Miles.
So I'm definitely looking forward to that. So yeah, I used to run the Pop-Tart in my hydro pack like all the time. My entire life I ran the Pop-Tart in my hydro pack just because of some fact that if it was crumbs, who cared? It got beat up. I'd literally drinking powder. I wouldn't care. But it was just a couple hundred, I don't know, 300 or 400 calories of the hell's in a Pop-Tart. And it was amazing when you're out for a, 15, 20 mile run by yourself, or even you're on your marathon, you just realize you're kind of bulking a little bit and you need some just immediate, just disgusting gross sugar. And there's not much more disgusting gross sugar out there than a Pop-Tart. So definitely was super excited about that. So went ahead and got that taken care of. That's the 3 items I bought there. Overall, we got back in the car. I actually went and let Bruce walk around and play for a little bit. He was on leash. It was not a very good neighborhood, and so I wasn't going to let him off leash for right there. There's too much traffic, and the parking lots had a lot of traffic. But the first stop we made, which was only stopped twice so far, the first time I made was somewhere in Georgia also. I'm not sure where the hell I was even at. Actually, I do know where it's at. Is it Merritt? I think it's that. Merritt, Georgia, maybe? I think it was. Yeah, because the sign said our rest stops are better at Merritt. And that's, I'm pretty sure it's what it was. So Metter, I believe is the name of the town. And we stopped in there and got gas and stuff and that. I went inside, went to the bathroom. Actually, I got Bruce out first, so he goes to the bathroom. And a couple of the gas station employees wanted to pet the dog. And they said, "I'm going to pet the dog." I'm like, yeah, as soon as he's done peeing. So he's been in the car for, I don't know, 4.5, 5 hours, where the hell it's been at that point. So went ahead, let him go to the bathroom and play with him for a while. Went and put gas in the car, went inside, used the restroom myself. Then headed over a couple lots over, like a little pond type rest stop, fishing docks, that kind of thing, and let him off leash and let him run around and play out there for a while. We kind of chased him around a little bit, and this and that. And basically, he took a shit, which was awesome because it was way off over by the timber, so I know water to clean it up, which is always a good sign when that happens, when he goes way off in a ditch somewhere by the trees. So it's all good. Got back in the car, we headed on down the road. So like I said, I've been on the road for well over 8 hours now of actual drive time, not counting the rest of the time there, but it's all good. And I'm not tired yet, I'm bored. That's pretty much where I'm at the time. So it's all good. Would have been a good stopping time for me to sit there and bullshit with oh crap, I forgot his name. Kevin, and I can't remember the guy's name. God damn, I forgot his name. Anyway, another buddy of his I haven't met in person, but I know of him. So went ahead and basically just hung out, and it would have been a good night. Just sit around and probably watch a campfire or something like that, go down and just chill out and have a good time. But oh well. And instead, I'm driving on up towards Iowa, bored out my damn mind. So you can see Bruce back there. He's kind of mad at me a little bit because the freezer's taking up too much space in the back seat, so he's kind of pouting a little bit. Hello, Savage Mike, 1998, almost 89 for me. That number dyslexia I have every once in a while. So, but no, overall it's been a good day. So far, I haven't really had anything, bad happen, whatever, and whatnot. So it's all good. So I think I saw as a Moonlight come on. Welcome also. Just out here chilling out, have myself a good time. Looks like I'm 70 miles from Chattanooga, 6 miles from White, Georgia. So I don't know if you are familiar with Georgia that much or not, but that's where I'm at. You look like a dentist. Not really sure what you mean by that, but okay. Do you mean like the guy from the dentist from what the hell is the name? Hungover or whatever? Because I got told that here a while back. I never heard that until I don't know, probably 2 weeks ago. I was at the beach house out at Ponce Inlet, and there was something about the okay. It's messed up as hell. I'd never heard that in my life ever. I thought I had 5 people that night on Periscope at different times. Like, I thought it was one dude just like super trolling me, like coming in and starting like had different accounts, like saying it was for, you know, drive safe. I am driving safe, thank you. We're out here just chilling out. Just the roads are pretty empty. You can see there's really hardly nobody around. There's like 3 or 4 cars ahead of me. I just got the iPad sitting here, and I got no problem at all. Drop my iPad if something jumps out in front of me, whatever. I'll drop the iPad, steer. So, what is my profession? My profession is I don't have a profession. I have basically I'm semi-retired, I guess. I have enough money to do anything I want the rest of my life, but as long as that is not nothing. So I got a handful of different weird little jobs that I have here and there, and just kind of make ends meet. I guess my biggest profession is I live insanely cheaply. So I don't waste money on dumb stuff, except trips like back up here to Iowa to get my tooth fixed, and over to Kansas to go run a 100-mile foot race. So my biggest expense in my life is running, buying shoes, race entries, all that kind of stuff, and traveling to the races. It's disgusting how much, you know, you are type A. I'm not sure what that means, I guess, by type A. So I'm a frugal, cheap bastard who, long time ago, gave up working 90 hours a week in order to buy shiny shit that I did not want to impress people at stoplights I did not like, so, or even know. So I went ahead and I gave up all that fancy shit. I've made 6 figures a year before. It's not what's cracked up to be. You just have a giant, big freaking, you know, check coming through, and it doesn't mean shit. So luckily I did not get wrapped up in that when I was making stupid money like that. I didn't go out and buy big fancy houses and boats and cars and stuff. I just started paying off all my debt. The only thing that changed, I literally lost $100,000 in annual income in 1 month. In 1 month, I lost my largest cleaning contract, had a commercial cleaning service at the time. So no, I didn't go to college. I have a learning disability. I can barely read and spell, but I have an exceptionally high IQ, and when I set my mind to something, nobody's gonna outwork me. That's what I do. But I had a commercial cleaning service. I cleaned for like Alliant Energy, University of Iowa hospitals, and that kind of stuff. I basically mopped floors and vacuumed, and I never cleaned the toilets, but my employees cleaned the toilets when I was, you know, they worked for me and stuff in the process. So I lost my largest cleaning contract, which was about 70 plus 75,000 a year, I think it was, is what that net was. What's the topic? Right now we're talking about what my job is and what I used to do. So talking about money. And then the same month, my ex-wife now, and wife at the time, hated her factory job, and I convinced her to quit her factory job, which was about 30,000 plus full benefits at the time, to basically pursue something that made us happy. And she quit her job, and we lost $100,000 in annual income in no time. Why is she my ex-wife? Because she chose to become an ex-wife, I guess. She gave me some ultimatums and like get rid of the business stuff, different things. That was our biggest problem in our life, and I went ahead. There was nothing I wouldn't have done to save that marriage, so I sold my business. I changed everything and everywhere, and just never. She was not a big communicator. She wasn't willing to really tell you what's going on. She didn't want to talk about problems. She wanted to pretend they don't exist and push them on the rug. Unfortunately, like 85% or more of the society. And the new lady I'm with now, she's willing to talk to me about everything, and I'm so much happier. So you shouldn't have changed, bro. Yeah, actually, I'm glad I changed, man. I really am. Not sure your name there. The Locks one. I'm not sure your real name and stuff, but hey, man, I needed a change. At one point in my life, I was a giant fucking piece of shit. I was just an absolute giant piece of shit. I changed for the better, and it was one of those deals where I really needed a change for me. I was drunk. I used to drink. I started drinking at about 4 years old. My dad poured alcohol down my throat. I gave up drinking. I'd done some horrendous shit in my life that I'm not proud of. I was an absolute at one point. I was just literally one of the worst people I'd ever want to be around. And we were still together at that. And ironically enough, I think she kind of liked me better as a douchebag, ironically. I changed into a caring dude. Have I been in prison? No, not been in prison. Nothing that bad. So as long as you learn from it. Yeah, I learned a ton from it. I really did. I learned a ton from it. I'm happy where I'm at. I really am. I've had so many chances in my life for different things to happen, and I'm super content right now. I really am. I'm in a great place. I've got a wonderful woman in my life that treats me well. I've got a great dog back in the back with me. I got a 110-pound Great Dane boxer mix that if you go to my YouTube channel, Floppy Hat Photos, same name as here, once you go to the channel, search Bruce, you'll find a bunch of videos of the dog and that. I'm closing in on 2 million views on YouTube. I'm content in my life right now, man. I really am. I've got a nice place in Florida. We're chilling out. I'm not religious, not at all. I would say I'm kind of spiritual, but I feel like that's a cop-out. I don't go to church, if that's what you're asking. I'm not even certain if I believe there is a God. I believe there's a bigger power, but I believe everybody has a purpose. And I don't know if it has to be one entity as known as God, Jesus Christ, the Savior, and blah, blah. But I always have people ask me, what's your between religious and spiritual? And a religious person is somebody who goes to church on Sunday, sits in the pew, listens to the preacher talk, and thinks and daydreams about being in a kayak. A religious man is a man who gets in the kayak on Sunday, goes out in the river, and then basically dreams about and daydreams about God. So, best president of all time? Yeah. Best president of all time? Boy, howdy, I don't fucking know who it'd be. I like Clinton. He did some good for us. I know the dude got his dick sucked in that, but I'm sorry we had jobs. I'll take blow jobs over no jobs any damn day of the week. So, Lincoln, yes, but Lincoln, he freed the slaves, and my hat's off to that dude for that, and I'm all powerful for that thing. But other than that, he didn't do that much for our country. Unfortunately, he didn't do much for our country. And don't get me wrong, that was a giant damn deal. And if it wasn't for that, you know, the world would be a whole different world. Without it, I got a handful. I'm not gonna be like the dude like, oh, the black friend, but I have a handful of friends. I grew up listening to rap music. I grew up in a town of 2,500 people in Iowa. I had one black kid in my high school. So my senior year, we got a second black kid that came in as a freshman. So we ended up with one black girl also. So at one point, I had 3 black kids there. George W. Bush was one of the worst. He was fucking competent on so many damn levels. That dude was absolutely incompetent on so many levels. But so are so many presidents in the world. And I gotta say, Obama has leaned out to be a pretty damn good president. And a lot of people are gonna say shit. He's fucked some stuff up, don't get me wrong. But one of the things, the Affordable Health Care Act, or as the haters call it, the Obamacare, that allowed me to be able to afford health care. I'm, as a self-employed man with no boss paying my bills or paying my damn insurance, I couldn't afford health care. I couldn't do it. Pre-existing, blah, blah, heart problems, all that kind of crap, I couldn't do it. So thanks to that man, I was able to afford health care. Now, unfortunately, it's fucking me because it's going up again, so it's hard to see. Yeah, exactly. But no, it's one of those things that Obama, like, he's kind of fucking me now with this affordable healthcare thing because it's that weird scenario of the fact that I'm moving states, so if I join into the Florida healthcare, I can't afford it, so it's going to screw me over again. So, although I'm the guy who doesn't want healthcare technically, I'd rather not have healthcare at all because so far my entire life, most of my major health problems have been handled with cash, so. Speak slowly, jerks. Wow. Welcome to the room. Glad to see that you're too damn stupid to be able to hear me speak at a normal pace. So how about you settle your little jerk ass down and just eat a dick and listen up, and maybe instead of typing so much, you can hear what I'm saying. But I had a motocross wreck back in 07. Well, it's not going to show up, actually. I broke my collarbone. I got all screwed up in the whole process. I ended up about $90,000+ in medical debt. Hello, Karen, my love. Welcome, welcome. And I was able to pay that off with cash over the years. I just basically walked in, just made deals and stuff. So if it wasn't for the Affordable Health Care Act, right now, with me trying to move to Florida and get on their health care, I would just stick with paying cash in my life. When I need to go see a doctor, I pay cash for it. If I need to have surgery, I pay cash for it. Whatever the hell I need. So now if I end up, is that a language engine? Dude, calm your ass. Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry, I don't know where you're from, but I'm sorry you cannot listen quicker. But you have yourself a wonderful day. But my theory is, if I can afford to pay cash for my health care, I should not be forced into having, like, insurance. So I'm in that weird scenario of the fact that right now, if I get on the Florida plan, so if you can give a tip, 86, and if I give a tip 86, so that's your profile picture. What do you mean the 86? Oh, the fedora? Oh, come on, man, don't be hating. Come on, man. A white man's got to run the hat, man. I run the hat, so you gotta show some brotherhood love in the hat. So the name's Floppy Hat Photos, man. Come on, you gotta look at something here. That's really interesting. The guy just popped up the hill in front of me. He loved the hat, yeah. That dude just like in front of me just popped up here, passed me, pulled right in front of me, turned on his hazard lights for some dumb reason. So it's kind of an odd ass thing to do, but hey, whatever happens. Oh, I guess he was basically his way of trying to tell me there was a cop up there. That's cool. but it's one of those things that happens. So, but no, it's all good in life. My theory is, in fact, I know if I end up needing like open heart surgery or some shit, I'm gonna be screwed. I won't be able to afford that. But at the same time, I dropped 90 grand on my medical bills before, and paying cash, I saved a ton of money by making deals with them and stuff and whatnot, and I was able to negotiate down my 90 grand a long way. So definitely, I'm more of the fact of I shouldn't have to. But I know there's a ton of people who don't pay their bills, that go to the emergency room and go to the hospital like all the damn time and just really screw up our environment, our system. But I don't go to the doctor. Like I had my surgeon, I had my toenails removed. He screwed up, so I had to go back a few times for that. But that would have been the one time I was going in all the years. Like I don't go to the doctor for shit. So, and if I had not had insurance, I wouldn't even went for that. I would have just suffered through it and just dealt with the pain the rest of my life. So it's one of those things in life that I'm not big on government imposing stuff on me. I'd much rather worry about every time the president or Obama or was going to change anything stuff. Now we got Trump or Hillary. Everybody's all worried about the White House trying to fix stuff for them. My theory is take care of your own damn house, and it don't matter who's in the White House. If you fix you, then the rest of the world can go to hell around you. It ain't going to matter. So we need to definitely work on our own systems in life and take care of ourselves and take care of our own family and our own friends and actually give each other a hand up instead of a hand out, because I'm all about, helping others. I mean, I'm the dude who literally if I see somebody struggling with something, I walk around, I give them a hand, I pick it up and I carry it for them. It's all about life. It's all about helping each other. I give random strangers money at different times and stuff. It's ridiculousness. So I'm the guy who stops when somebody was on one of the outdoor days we were at and stuff, and Letty was in a wheelchair, and the parents were there and stuff, and she could barely move her remote control and drive her own wheelchair and that. She had cerebral palsy. And Bruce and I stopped. My dog, the guy right back here, cannot get comfortable. He just cannot find a scuffy spot. Look at that. What a sad puppy. But he walked out, almost laid on top of her, almost climbed in her lap on her electric wheelchair. So he was laying up on top of her and stuff, and she was smiling. You could just see how happy she was seeing the dog in her lap, petting the dog. So it is all good. So on his head, yeah, exactly. Look, he looks like he's howling at the moon. He's so sad, so sad. But it's all good. So definitely fun stuff. Oh, I did call Ford about a roof rack for this car. Take a wild guess how much you think a roof rack will cost to buy. Not have it installed, because they don't do that. I gotta take it somewhere else or put it on myself. What do you think Ford will charge me to put a roof rack on this car? $535 plus tax. Look, I can get one cheaper. I guarantee I can get one cheaper. So I'm gonna do a little checking and stuff, see if I can't find one like a pickup part or something like that, maybe somewhere, because a roof rack would really add so much. Yeah, exactly. It's ridiculous. So, and the Ford dealership won't even put it on. They're like, we don't do that here. And I'm like, it just bolts on. I'm like, I can do it at home. What the hell? Because we don't do that here. It must be more than that. We don't do that. And I'm like, you sell the damn cars. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, okay, whatever. So I just left it alone. So it's all good. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I can't find a used one, like a pick apart or something in that place like that, which would probably be $100-$150. Because I can throw the bike racks on top. Like right now, I can throw so much stuff there. I can put one of those fiberglass toppers that go on top of the whole car, those big shells, and I'd clean up all this space in here, and I'd have so much more room. Aftermarket, I don't know if they do. I assume somebody does. I haven't looked into that too heavily. I just had thought about it because I'm so overpacked in here. I was thinking about if I could buy one and get it installed in Lee Summit or Kansas City before you flew in Thursday. I would go ahead and do that, and then I'd have the roof rack ready. So what I do for a living. Is that the whole theme of today? It seems like everybody's asking me what I do for a living. So Ford won't, yeah. I don't do anything for a living, I guess. I have fun. I find joy in life, and I spend very little money for a living. So I'm still living off some royalties. I'm living off some savings and all kinds of weird stuff. So I live an exceptionally cheap life. So I find joy as an adult. That's what I do for a living. So I make other people's lives happier and more peaceful, and then I get money for that times. I've got all kinds of weird things. So trying to invest in me. Trying to invest in me? I'm not really sure what you're saying. I guess it kind of lost me there a little bit. But we can make money. How do you suppose we make money? Like I said, I don't really need to make much more money, but I'm always willing to hear a plan. So let's hear how we're going to make money. Does it involve Periscope? Does it involve you make clothes? Okay. Well, you can tell by what I'm wearing here. I'm wearing a shirt with an old Woody on it. I'm not probably the most fashionable guy, so I'm not sure how it's going to work. But what do you make clothes? So what do you need from me, I guess, to make money? Did you go to the white live? No, I did not go to White Lives Matter protest. I didn't know there was such a thing. So if I was going to any protest, first off, I don't believe in anything when it's an anti-anything, but it's all about peace. Money to start my collection. Oh, you're looking for a investor to get you started. If I was going to do anything, it'd be all lives matter, because I think all lives matter. No life matters more than others when it comes to a race. So how much are you thinking you need, and what do you have right now in sales? Let's pretend this is Shark Tank for a minute. How much do you need? How much percentage are you willing to give me? And what's your sales to date? Those are the 3 things I need to know before I ever invest in somebody's stuff, which I have invested in other people's businesses. I've actually helped people start quite a few businesses. Unfortunately, most of them turn out to be lazy shits that don't want to work. So, kill the toast? What do you have against toast, man? Toast is delicious. It's just dehydrated bread. It's like bread that's like, I ain't gonna stand here and be limp like that shit. I'm gonna get some damn backbone and get some strength in me, man. You gotta love some toast. Toast will kick your ass, man. Toast, if you eat like a lot of toast, it will screw the roof of your mouth up. You got a sore mouth, and toast is a bitch. Peanut butter jelly time. I don't know. Do you toast your peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Because I toast my peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but I cheat, guys. This is how I toast. I put 2 slices of bread together on one side of the toaster, toast it, so only the outside gets toasty, the inside stays soft, and you can peanut butter and jelly the inside, so you got those nasty crumbs all inside your peanut butter and jelly jar when you re-dip it in the damn thing. And then 2, you have the nice crust outside there. I sell shirts starting out for $40. I've been getting bulk orders like 35, making like 1,200. That ain't bad. So, what do you need? Like, what would your... So, you got that going. Why would you need any investment? If you're making clearing $1,200 on it, now I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm being 100% legitimate here. If you're making $1,200, that's your net profit. I want to get to a bigger scale. Number 1 reason businesses fail, and I've had a handful of businesses. I've had a couple fail, and I've had a handful be successful. Number 1 reason business fail, they try and grow too fast, too soon. My question to you is, $1,200, is that your gross or is that your net profit on that order? Because if you're selling, at $40 a piece or so, blah blah, that's your gross. Okay. Now here's the real question: what is your true, honest to God net? By the time you figure in sewing, your threads, your bobbins, your packaging, your stamps, however you're shipping them, however you're delivering them, what is your absolute net? You also got to figure $400 profit. Okay. And how long would it take you to make that $400 profit? How many hours? I don't care days and weeks. How many hours would you put into that? Because if you're working 40 hours to make that, you're making $10 an hour. So at that point, you got to look at a couple of different options there. The biggest thing is that makes a big difference, but you got to take a chance on, you're going to get burnt, is buying in bulk. The more you buy, I assume you mean you're actually buying bolts of cloth and you're actually sewing them. I never thought about it like that. Oh yeah. Now that's the other thing I look into, because I've bought a few businesses in the past. I'm like, oh yeah, we're making $35,000 a year profit, net profit. I'm like, yeah, but there's you and your husband both work here, and you're working 40 hours a week, so that's the 2 of you making $17,500 a year. You have a lousy, shitty ass job, Now, if you could do it part time, $400 profit on your spare time while working a real job, that helps you out. Number 1 thing we'll look into is trying to get your cost down. I assume you're buying bolts of material, you're buying it, and you're sewing it together yourself. As I'm guessing you say you have a clothing. You're not buying it like in Japan and reselling shit, are you? You're actually not buying Chinese knockoff stuff and then labeling it and then putting it out. I assume you're actually cutting it and sewing it is what you're doing. The other option is get your shirt in front of somebody, like a YouTube person. I would be more willing to wear a shirt and see if I can talk about it and see what happens. I'm closing on 2 million views on YouTube, so there's a possibility there. Get a Twitter account for the clothing line. Lock down the .com name. Secure all we're talking Twitter, Snapchat, we're talking Facebook. Lock down all that crap. Whatever hell your shirt name, brand name is, and make it semi-generic. Don't make it Dave's dickhead ass shirts, because nobody's going to stock Dave's dickhead ass shirts in their fancy boutique. So make it something that's unique, but something that's not that bad. So my fan base is just I produced the product. Yeah, that's the way to go. But the biggest thing is, if you buy too much in bulk and you get, like sugar, silver flies that eat it all up or stuff, you're screwed. Much more advice, change confused fee. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, consulting fee. Yeah, exactly. That's actually one of the things I have done in the past is consulting fees. So, but no, that's seriously. Hit me up, like for real though. Yeah, I do mentor. Hit me up on Twitter. Send me a private message on Twitter, same name, Floppy Hat Photos. Send me a private message so the world don't see it. Hit me up with your phone number and that, whatever, and we can go from there. I want to talk to you. Yeah, definitely hit me up. I'm on Facebook also, but YouTube, hit me up there also, it works. But Twitter is the quickest way to get to me with a private message, and then we can go from there. There's a ton of stuff you can do with it, man, for real. Get a YouTube channel, start talking about that shit on Facebook, start talking about that stuff like everywhere. 'Cause, I mean, the more you talk about it, the better it's going to go. You know, you never know who you're going to stumble into the right guy who's going to put you over the top. And that right guy could be me, it could be somebody else. We have no idea who it might be. If you're making cool shit, what's your stylish shirt? Is it like a puffy pirate shirt? Is it like a hip hop shirt? 21 Savage. What's my shirt? I'm not sure who 21 Savage is. So Urban. Okay. So I got a dude. I'd have to see your stuff. But I got a buddy of mine that I might be able to hook you up with, traveling comic that doesn't do a lot on Twitter. Does a little bit. He's a big time rapper, dude. Jump on that shit and don't fucking hit him up for money. Just jump on the shit. Hey, getting some free clothes and stuff. You can afford to throw out a couple shirts. It costs you 20 bucks a piece, whatever they're costing you. Throw them out there to him and make sure you send him the tags. Make sure he knows where you're at. Send him all your Facebook links, your Twitter links, all that shit. Lay him on there. Exactly. Send that stuff out and then talk about that crap. When you send it out, send a picture of that shirt and then post on our, hey, I'm sending this to 21 Savage. Check this stuff out. Make sure you guys hit him up. Tell him how much you love his shirt. Once he gets there, tell him the request you have for the free shirts is he needs to tweet out wearing that shirt and tag you in it. I don't know if the dude has a big Twitter following or not, but you got to hit those people up for that shit. People love free stuff. Rich people, poor people love free stuff. So it's one of those things. Hit his ass up and be ready to not be overwhelmed by those orders. If you have to, shut down your ordering. You're better off shutting your ordering and telling people you're back, you'll get back to them, than taking 50,000 orders. You can't produce it in 6 months. People get pissed. You don't get their money back. So make sure you have the ability to produce what you say you're going to. Don't take orders more than you can produce. The other option is find some friends of yours. There's always some, oh, I froze up. There's always some damn people out there in the world that are looking for some jobs, that are willing to sew. Find good quality people that you can trust. You can get to run a sewing machine for you and go that route. So yeah, man, but I don't know if you're still here or not. I think I dropped off. I'm getting down to like 1.5 bars. So, but yeah, for real, if you see this replay, whatever, man, go check it out and hit me up on Twitter. Like I said, hit me a private message and then I'll get a hold of you soon. Basically, like I said, hit me up your cell phone number and a good time to hit me up on Twitter. When you hit me up with your cell phone number, hit me up with a time frame, what time zone you're in. Hit me up also like what time, like it's safe to call. Like if you go to bed at midnight, put down, don't call me from midnight to 8 a.m. or where the hell the numbers are. If you're up till 2 in the morning, then you sleep until noon. Tell me not from 2 a.m. to noon. Give me an idea of what we're looking at there. So, but yeah, definitely, there's a ton of stuff we can look into. Like I said, if you can send me some pictures of your stuff, your clothing. That I got a buddy of mine. He's pretty heavy in the urban crowd. He's got he sells t-shirts say I heart being black. So the dude is all about the Black Lives Matter, rallies and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, you never know who might get a hold of it. So definitely worth checking out. So yeah, I'm gonna jump off here. I don't know if I guess I'm down about half of I'm gonna like 1 bar now again. So you guys take care. I'll talk to you soon, my love. And everybody else out there, thanks for the hearts, thanks for the love. Check out my YouTube channel, Floppy Hat Photos. And when you get there, search for Bruce. You can see more of that dog back there who cannot get comfortable. So you guys stay safe, stay positive, and most importantly, get out there and find yourself an adventure. I love you, baby girl. Take care.